What's up, everybody? Welcome to Eddy Live. I'm here with my man Jonny. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, you?
Want to give you a little cheers before we start.
Yeah.
Jonny was one of the few people that actually brought me a bottle of Proper 12 when I asked. We had Jonny, we had Brandon McGuire, and we had my buddy Jesse. So I wanted to shout out to Jonny, shout out to Proper 12. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
Yeah. Just in case Conor McGregor's watching, we are looking for sponsorship. Yeah. All right, brother. So, how are you doing with spicy food usually? Coming from the UK.
If you ask my family, not very good.
Yeah. Okay. So today should be fun. Yeah.
I'm up for it. I'll give it a go.
Okay.
It's once in a lifetime
Sure,
opportunity.
man.
So why not?
Well,
Why
I appreciate
not?
it. I appreciate it, man. I mean, I wanted to get you out and we could come and chat and have some Proper 12 and that whole bottle. We got to finish that tonight. So yeah,
easy.
no.
Yeah.
Challenge
Easy.
accepted.
Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
All right. So before we start, wouldn't mind letting everybody know who Jonny Rigby is. A little bit about yourself.
What can I say? What do you want me to say?
I mean, like, obviously, you're a little bit about yourself, like your history. Who are you? What are you about?
Okay, so I'm from a place called Mosley in Greater Manchester. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's an area I'm from.
Well, he's repping that now, right? Yeah.
I'm a football coach. I had the incredible opportunity to move out here into Taiwan, to see Asia, to experience a different culture, to meet new people. And so far it's been amazing. But I've been on the coaching journey now for nearly 11 years. I've loved every minute of it. It's just been incredible. It's a great opportunity.
And you've only been in Taiwan for a short time, yeah?
Yeah,
a year?
7 months.
7 months.
7 months
just
so
over
far,
half year. Okay. So far, so good?
Yeah. I like I say, down to the people I've met, the experiences I've had, the job, everything. I've loved every minute of it.
Beautiful. Love it, man. Love it. Well, let's get the first wing and we'll keep going, yeah?
The
first wing is, we start from the right side. That's just a basic buffalo wing with Frank hot sauce.
Am I just jumping in, yeah?
You just jump in, you can grab the wing or you grab the drumstick. So if you're hungry, get drumstick. There's more meat
I'm
gonna
go for
Whatever
the wing.
Man. So you take one, I'll take the other one.
Okay, mate.
And then we'll keep going.
Do we cheers it?
Cheers it. Let's cheers it. Yeah, cheers, brother.
Okay. Oh, that's tasty. I thought these were supposed to be spicy.
Well, that's the first one, right? So give it a little time.
I'm gonna regret those words, aren't I?
I'm not trying to kill you from the beginning. We're trying to ease into it, right? So you've been here for 7 months. What brought you here? How did the opportunity for you to come here?
Actually, it was really strange. My bosses got approached by. Well, they approached my uncle and asked my uncle if he knew of anybody that was young, that was enthusiastic and had energy and wanted to potentially come to Asia, to this part of Asia to try something new. And at the time, I think 3 days before I got offered the job, I actually quit my job in England.
And what were you doing before?
I was coaching for a semi-professional club. They're under 18s teams.
Oh, really?
4 days a week. In a college environment, which was very good. It was a step up from my previous job. And of course, this is a step up from that job. So as far as my career is concerned, it's going in the right direction. It's been a brilliant move. Brilliant move.
All right, we're good. So you said your uncle. So how did sort of the MFA? How did they contact your uncle? How is your uncle a coach or is he?
So
how does that work out?
My uncle is a coach educator. He's based with the Northern Irish FA. And he deals with all the ex-professional footballers. He's right at the top of the Irish FA.
It's a good uncle to have, I guess. Yeah, very nice.
Hell of a
very
contact.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
and he actually taught my bosses. He took them on their coaching journey, their coach education.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Okay.
My main boss, his UEFA A license.
Oh wow.
Which is one off being one qualification away from being national team coach level.
Wow. Yeah, UEFA A, right? That's the top. Yeah, for sure.
My uncle's he's been an ex-professional footballer himself, and
really
been through the whole process.
Oh, that's great.
So,
okay.
With him having strong contacts with Dan and Michael through the MFA.
Okay.
Like I say, the MFA, Michael and Dan approached my uncle and asked if he knew of anyone. Okay. And I just recently passed my my UEFA coaching qualification. Okay. So
that's perfect.
It was a great opportunity, and I'm very grateful that he recommended me.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Shout out to your uncle, man, for hooking it up. That's a great mate. Hopefully he's watching, man. We'll send him a link. Yeah. All right. That's pretty amazing. How's the wing, man? Good?
Good. Very good.
So you've been here 7 months. Are you enjoying it so far?
I'm loving every minute of it.
Every minute, okay. I see on your Facebook, you're all, posting, checking out different things and stuff like that, and different sort of tourist attractions and stuff. And have you seen anything that was really like that kind of blew your mind? Something really amazing that you were like, wow, this is something.
When I went to Wulai, I think it's Wulai.
Okay, Wulai,
the waterfalls there and the temple up in the mountains. That was. For me, it was breathtaking. Okay. I got I was very lucky to be able to go there. And funnily enough, when I went to get my visa, I went to Chiang Kai-shek Memorial.
Okay, Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Yeah.
I mean,
that place is pretty awesome.
The grand scale of that place is beautiful. It's just beautiful.
That building in the middle is pretty crazy, right? Yeah.
The whole landscape, the two buildings at the side and the pathway through the middle. Yeah. I mean, this country has a lot of history and a lot of things to offer for tourists, and I'm trying to soak it all up.
It's kind of crazy that, I mean, when people think of tourism sort of around here, nobody really thinks of Taiwan, right? But it's kind of like a hidden kind of a gem. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because everyone's like, oh, let's go to Thailand, Cambodia, whatever, Vietnam. Yeah. But no one says let's go to Taiwan for a holiday. But when people come here, it's a good spot, man.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been here for a long time, and the plan was to come for, a year or two. Yeah. And, get some experience, do something different, and then it's been 17 now, so 17 be careful. You're gonna be. It's a place that keeps you, man. People don't leave. People don't leave it.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's. I think Michael and Dan as well have been here for maybe just as long.
Nearly 20 years.
20 years. Yeah. It's a good spot, man. Good guys, man. Shout out to the MFA. We love them. Good guys, man. Good guys. Very good. All right, let's get on the next one, man, and we'll get into the deeper questions.
Go on.
Good. It's okay. You're the guest, man. You go. You hungry? Take the bigger one.
Which one?
Well, we go from here all the way down. So we're starting on that's
I'll go for the
drumstick.
The drumstick this time.
So this is chipotle that we make that ourselves. We make actually most of, if not all of them. Yeah, we have a couple of people that make sauces and we put theirs on, but this one's from us, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
I love that one. That's the one I just recommended to Kyle, actually.
Yeah?
How is that? Chipotle, yeah? Good stuff.
Oh, they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, I love that one. That's the one I always recommend because it's a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet. It's kind of a nice balance, right? I like that one a lot. So chipotles are actually smoked jalapenos, which is something that I found out when I was cooking a lot more, and I was like, oh shoot, very cool, man. Love chipotles. So you were saying that you just finished a license, yeah, before you came out here. So what kind of license was that? If it gets spicy, we got milk, we got horchata, we got water.
Don't worry about that. I'm
so you know. Yeah, okay, I know.
I appreciate it.
No worries. Yeah, just letting you know.
The So I've got my UEFA B license.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't told you this, but I applied for my UEFA A license last week.
Okay, beautiful.
So that'll put me again in that same bracket as my boss.
Okay.
And I'll be one behind being able to coach at international level.
That's amazing. How do you apply for that? How does it work? Because I mean, I have also some certification in Canada, but it's Canada and UEFA. That's a big difference, right?
Well, so what you have to do is you have to go through the whole process of grassroots and through, and the more experience you get, obviously, helps you.
Yeah, sure.
The way
coming here helps you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Sure, of course.
Yeah. Not only does it look fantastic on my CV, but it puts me ahead of those that haven't been abroad, that haven't put themselves out there. So
it's a tough thing to do, right? To leave and just go somewhere where you have no idea, right?
I mean, the hardest thing for me was leaving my niece, which a big shout out to Holly, is my brother's German Shepherd.
All right, okay. Hopefully she's watching right now. Yeah,
hopefully, probably screaming and shouting.
She's like.
That was the hardest thing for me. Obviously, leaving family is really hard.
That's the toughest thing for sure.
You know, I felt at this moment in time, it was the right thing for me to do that whole thing where you say you spread your wings and try things, you know.
So how old are you, dude?
I'm 26.
Yeah, okay, so you're still really young. So I think that's I also recommend, people to go out and try something new like that when you're young, because I mean, after you get married, you have a kid, you have your career sort of, it's tough to get out and do something different, right? Wow. Like I came here when I was 23 and I didn't plan on staying here, and I'm now I'm way older than that. It's a good spot to be. I mean, I planned on coming for a couple years and then maybe checking out Japan or Korea, and I have gone, but I like it here more. I mean, I don't know if you've had a chance to check them all out. I recommend that. Taiwan's a great little hub.
I mean, unfortunately, with the virus outbreak at the moment.
Yeah, right now, definitely.
Yeah, it's not the ideal situation.
Sure, of course, yeah.
My plan was at the end of my stay in Taiwan, I was looking to have enough money saved so that I could travel and see the rest of Asia.
Okay, yeah.
Before I head back west and back to England.
Okay.
It just seemed like a perfect opportunity with me already being out here.
Okay.
I can make that journey back.
Sure.
In short, sweet stops.
Yeah.
But I mean, you say you've been out here 17 years.
Been here a long time, man. It's a real long time. It's a great place, and I mean, I've visited Okinawa in Japan, Thailand, Korea, but that's over a long, span of a really long time. But it's actually, when you get there, like for example, Okinawa, we just went like last year, and Okinawa was we were there in 45 minutes.
Really?
It was ridiculous. I was like, what? It's faster than going down south. We were there in 45 minutes. It's part of Japan, so it's really clean. Food's really good. Place is great, but it's cheaper. It's way cheaper than Japan. It was kind of a eye-opening thing, man. I also need to get out and do more things like that. I get stuck working a lot as well. So yeah.
It's different. You have a family, and like you say, you've been here for a long time, but you've obviously got things you're grateful for. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, definitely, man. Cannot complain, man. I have to say I love it. And actually, when I go back home to visit my family is what I miss the most. Like Mexican families are really tight, right? I mean, most families are probably really tight, but I mean, Mexican families are really, really like super tight, and it's amazing. Yeah, just the same. There you go. Right.
People say home is where the heart is, but at the end of the day, family is where your heart is.
I agree.
If I'm to get super soppy. But
No, I agree. Right. I have to say that I actually don't miss Canada at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I miss my family a lot. Yeah. That's a bummer. Yeah.
I actually said, and I hope they're watching now. I said to my family, if I could move you guys out here,
that'd be ideal.
It'd be amazing.
Do you
know what my dad's response was?
Let's do it.
Johnny, you've had too much to drink.
Oh, really?
Go home, go to bed.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I've been trying to get my dad out here still. Yeah. My dad still has not come out. My mom came out when my daughter was born, and she loved it.
Yeah.
she was like, it's just like Mexico, but Asian version, you know, like, because you know, got the night markets and you got the street, you know, the street vendors and all that, and everyone's else. It was crazy. It's crazy. So it was a good spot. It's a good place. I think for me, it's kind of like the happy medium between Canada and Mexico, and it's a good spot, man. So the plan is didn't plan on staying for so long.
If you didn't feel comfortable, you wouldn't have stayed, would you?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Right on, brother. Shoot. All right.
I never answered your question, by the way, about the whole coaching and UEFA B platform.
Okay, well, we got lots of time, so go ahead, man.
What I was gonna say was
sure.
When you get to the UEFA B level, what that allows you to do, UEFA B, UEFA A, and UEFA Pro, it allows you to manage teams and coaching academies in European level. At European level, not just domestic level, where you're talking low league teams and even Premier League teams in England, for example, from my point of view. But it allows you as a coach to be able to travel abroad. Like I've been, if I didn't have my UEFA B, I wouldn't have been able to come to Taiwan. That getting that badge opened the door for me to be able to come here. So
the plan is to go all the way, right? No? What do you think?
For me,
A, Pro. I thought A was the top, but I guess Pro is okay.
Yeah. So for me, the A would be a level I would be comfortable with. I'd settle at for a number of years. To really kind of understand the craft and understand the whole.
So do you need to just take a course, or do you need to apply, or do you need to be like, hey, this is my experience, and have a meeting, or how does it work?
How it works is when you go on your FA level 2, as an example from the English FA, you have to be recommended by your course tutor, who passes you to go on your UEFA B. Once you get on your UEFA B,
it's quite a lot of power.
That's
a lot of power. Wow.
You then have to go through a certain amount of time where it's called CPD, which is coaching professional development. Where you spend time in the field, you learn your craft, so to speak. And you gain experience, and then your UEFA B coach recommends you if you're good enough for your UEFA A.
Wow.
So I've been recommended for my UEFA A. I'm just going through the application process. I've actually finished my application. I have to now wait till March to find out it. So only a month to wait to find out if I'm accepted or not.
And let's say that you are accepted, which you probably will be.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then what's the next step?
The next step is to.
Do you need to go back, or can you do it from here, or?
So I'd have to go to Northern Ireland. In May this year. And it's a week's course, and then I get assigned a tutor for a year. In which time I have to provide evidence of my continued learning, my coaching development, my session plans, one-to-ones with players, with team mentoring, player mentoring, and then I go back for a second week the following year. Where I have more assessments and more in-depth coaching guidance. And then from there, it's a matter of one final assessment, and I either pass or fail.
Wow.
So it's a pretty hard.
That's quite a process.
Vulnerable place to be.
Sure.
But I mean, everyone should strive to push themselves, and that's one thing I always try to do. Hence why I'm here. Hence why I'm trying these hot wings.
Well, yeah, it's
you got to push yourself. Yeah,
I think you're right. I think people do need to sort of get out of the comfort zone, right? I mean, I have friends and family and stuff from all over the world that they kind of never leave their state or their province, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean,
it's ambition.
When you get out. And then you go back to visit. It's kind of like, I mean, not to to be rude, but it's like, wow, you think like, wow, I really opened my eyes a little bit, and because growing up in a really small town, I coached a lot, But that was kind of like the thing that I loved to do. But I mean, for school, all through high school and all that stuff, I wasn't the best student. So definitely teachers were
preaching to a preacher.
Yeah, man. Like teachers were just like, I was basically written off by like 95% of the teachers, So I mean, but when you get out, man, and you really do your thing, you spread your wings a little bit. You can see there's a lot of opportunity for everybody to step out and do something well, and it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a great thing, man.
Well, that's the whole reason I got into coaching.
Yeah.
My main ambition in life, my main dream in life is to travel the world.
Okay.
To see things people that I went to school with, that know me, they will never see.
Yeah.
And I just saw something, the approach I had to life and work is that if I'm going to work and do something for 60 years of my life, it might as well be something I love.
Something you like,
and enjoy.
Right? Yeah.
And
I have to agree with that.
And I tried to tie my 60 years of work into traveling the world.
Yeah.
And for football for me is something I'm passionate about anyway.
Yeah.
And it not only am I passionate, but it opens doors.
Sure.
Football, soccer is global.
Yeah, sure.
I hate to say that word.
I know. I did it once when I was subbing with the MFA for one of the MFA guys, and I was like, "All right, kids, who wants to play a little soccer?" And Michael's face was like, "How dare you!" I was like, "I mean football."
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
It depends who you're talking to. Yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. Your audience, right?
Yeah, for sure. You're talking to an American, and they thinking Super Bowl. They're thinking, the pigskin, right? If you say football.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny.
Like I say, I tied my career and my ambitions in life into one thing, and I
love it.
I've been coaching football now 10, nearly 11 years, and
love it.
I don't honestly feel like I've worked yet a day in my life.
Okay. Beautiful.
And it's just been...
It's not work if you love it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I say, football's global. It can take me anywhere.
Yeah.
It can take me to America, to Asia, to Germany, to France, to Switzerland, anywhere.
I also think it opens up doors, right?
Yeah.
Like here, for example, we were able to meet Louis and Jamie, right? The national team coaches for a while, right? And it's a pretty amazing opportunity, right?
Yeah.
You go, brother.
I'm very honoured to call. I mean, even
good people. Yeah.
Them guys. I'm very honoured to call them guys my friends.
Yeah. Agree. Same.
And again, football's allowed me to do that. To meet those people that I wouldn't in general life, everyday life meet.
Exactly. I have to agree. Yeah.
And you find that the people in sport have a greater understanding and appreciation of the outdoors, of life, of social contexts, and it's good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, one of the things about the restaurant business is you get to meet you get to meet people from all walks of life. Like you get to meet no, I'm good for now, you go ahead. Soccer coaches, right? You get to meet your professional MMA fighters, CEOs and CFOs, and you get to meet, like, it's a crazy mix of people that you get to meet, and that's actually the inspiration for this show, because I want to get people. Sometimes you're sitting there, you're having a chat with a customer, and they tell you this like incredible story, and I'm like, oh my God, this story needs to be heard, right? So that's the whole point of this. So I appreciate you coming out, man.
I appreciate being invited. I really do. Brother. It's an honor.
Hey, the honor's mine, my man. Let's grab another wing, man. So we were talking about Cayenne earlier, so that's the Cayenne wing.
I'm looking forward to this one. Which one do you want?
So
I'm going to give you the choice.
No, man, you're the guest.
No.
I do this every week, brother.
Well,
you get whatever you want, man. Yeah.
I'm going to humble the house. Come on.
Okay, all right. I'll take the top one. So the Cayenne, when we say...
I wanted that one.
Did you? Okay.
No, I'm only joking. Go on.
So the Cayenne, the inspiration for this was we always use like really rare, hard to get like habaneros and really spicy chilies for our sauces. But I went to the market with my wife, and I said, you know what, let's get some local ones, and it's very easy to find the really long red local cayenne peppers here, that's what we use for this. So
that's good.
Yeah, this is this one.
Oh man, wow.
Well, thank you.
By the way, if you're in town, hit up Eddy's. incredible food, great service, the staff are great, and obviously if Eddie's in, he'll look after you. He's one of a kind.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oh, I love that one.
Oh, it's good.
When you love your own food, right? It's like, yes.
How does any food actually get served here? I'd probably eat it all.
You know, my daughter, she grew up in the restaurant, and she eats this stuff like all day, every day. And sometimes when we go out for whatever else food. I love good food, so we go try new food and we eat good stuff. But she's just like, why don't we just stay and get some fish tacos at the restaurant? And she's like, why are we eating this? You know, I remember this one time in kindergarten, I was picking her up, and she's like, Dad, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what happened? She's like, the lunch that they served was awful, so I didn't eat it. I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do? She's like, okay, well, you have choice. You have a choice. I'm like, okay, what are my choices? And this is this little kid, 5-year-old. She's like, well, we can get fish tacos, or enchiladas, or we can go out for butter chicken, or we can get...
Can I just stop you and say yes to
yes,
all of
yes,
it? Bring
right.
it out.
Exactly.
Get it, you know.
And she's like, or we can get some smoked American brisket. And I'm like, those are my choices? And she's just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, this is definitely my kid, right? Because it's like, yeah, it's funny when we go out for stuff and it's not that good. She'll be like, Dad, I don't think I can eat this. Yeah. I'm like, why not? Just eat it. We paid for it. Let's eat it. And she's just like, it's just not good. I'm like, Dad, kid, you're 5. Eat. So it's pretty funny. She's pretty skinny. Everyone's always like, oh, she's so skinny. I'm like, it's because she only eats what she likes, and if she doesn't like it, she just won't eat. I'm like, oh man.
Hey, that's obviously a compliment to your kitchen, though.
Yeah, she's a special kid, man. So back to the coaching, do you have any particular theories when it comes to coaching?
In what sense?
I don't know, do you have a particular style that you like to implement when you're coaching? Let's say Dan says, hey, I'm giving you this Thursday night team at 7:00. What's the first thing you're going to do?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as fun as possible.
Okay.
In a way that the kids learn without realizing they're learning.
Okay.
That is my first challenge. Then it's a matter of coming up with some sort of scenario or some sort of drill or some sort of technical aspect, tactical aspect where it's the players are buzzing, they're moving, they're enjoying it, and you can question them after. And the aim for me is to deliver a session where the players don't realise they've learnt something, where you can question them after and blow their minds.
Love it.
And I think stereotypically coaches these days just are the coach. Quite a lot of coaches I've met, not to put down people or make myself seem bigger and better than what they are, but they seem to copy drills and deliver drills that other people have delivered. I like to try and use that old saying, work outside the box. Look outside the box and deliver something that can challenge someone but can touch someone.
Okay. Wow, that's a good answer, man. Shoot.
Well,
I remember I've been also coached for a long time, and I remember certain points in my life where I would teach something, like I'd be coaching and I'd teach some kind of a step over or something, and then the boys would be like, that's not gonna work, and the girls will be like, okay, well, we'll try it. And then when they do it in a game and then it works, and then they look at you like, holy crap, that worked, like with these eyes they're just blown away. And so that's pretty, I can relate, man. It's a pretty amazing thing. Okay, just go for it, man. No worries. Yeah, it's all good, brother. Do your thing.
But like I say, for me, the MFA, when I moved out here, before I moved out here, they asked me to write an introduction, kind of like, "Hi, my name is Jonny. I'm going to be coming out from England. This is how I view football."
Sure.
I go back to it, like I say, football first and foremost. If you're going to get somebody, especially from U7, under 7s, kind of like 6 years old, if you're going to get a kid hooked, and I want to get this kid hooked on a sport that I love and show him how passionate I am about it, and get him feeling the way I feel, it's got to be fun. It's got to be enjoyable. But the
I have to agree.
Subliminal messaging, getting it in there, that they're learning something in an environment where, I mean, that's a trick. That's the magic in the session. You've got to learn how to deliver a session that isn't just direct and you do this, you do that. It's fun with a message behind it. And I might be talking out my backside.
No, I agree. I also agree with you, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Everything you do, if you want to be professional about it and you want to do it right, and especially when there's kids involved, it has to be about the kids, and the kids are all about fun.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Even at under 14s, under 15s, under 16s level. Yeah. Even with Halifax Town when I was with them, under 18s level, it has to be fun. Yeah.
Well, I think that will keep people coming back, and it's something they look forward to, right?
If you're selling a product and it's boring,
that's it. I have to
people aren't going to buy, are they?
True, that's true. Yeah.
So
no, I think I have to agree, man. I'd like to say that when I would coach as well, I tried to do that. I mean, I don't have as much certification or whatever, but I mean, I did a lot of similar things that I would do, like basic stuff. But at the end of the day, it's pretty fun. I have fun. Yeah. Kids have fun.
Yeah.
Time flies. And then I'd also be coaching against other coaches where, locally as well, that it was complete opposite. The kids were not very happy, and I think it's a different mindset. I really don't, I like to get in there and scrimmage with the kids. I like to get in there and force kids to do their little step overs. I force them to do this and that, but
you push them
and
out
they love it. You push them, right?
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of other coaches, especially the older ones, that they were just, again, not to put anyone down, but it was just like, this is the job. I'm getting paid.
Clock in, clock
I don't
out.
care.
Yeah, I get that.
So I've had that experience, and that's a bit sad. Yeah.
Well, these people, for me, they're
round two.
These coaches, sorry.
Yeah.
They aren't. Some people see them as lost causes. I don't.
Yeah.
This might be the almost coach education in
Sure.
me.
Okay. Sure.
For me, what they lack, or what they've lost, is that fire and that little bit of
That can happen in any
passion.
job.
Yeah,
any job. Sure.
You stick in one thing for so long, and it becomes normal. It's like a relationship. You get a relationship, you get comfortable.
Yeah, it's true.
For me, the challenge is keeping that fire going and and getting that spark back and getting that. And reigniting something, and making a coach realize that actually what they're delivering is brilliant.
Yeah.
And pushing them to deliver better and more. Well, yeah.
Beautiful. I love it, man.
Can I go for a day?
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
Excuse me.
He'll be back. It's all good. Yeah. No worries. It's all good. So when I met Jonny, he was coming out for. It's okay. You can bring the wings. It's all good. Yeah. All right. Well, I will just get rid of that. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Sound is good. Okay. Where are we at? Oops. Okay. Yeah. So sorry. So Jonny's working with a company called the MFA, and I've known the owners of that company for about 15 years, and they're great guys. And when they came out and introduced me to Jonny, we clicked right away. I think that Jonny, if you actually come out, if you have a chance to support the MFA, if you have kids and you want them to learn how to play football, soccer, I definitely recommend the MFA. I actually work with them as well. I've been working with them for a while. I sort of had my own school before, and when it got to be too much, I was doing the restaurants. I talked to Michael from the MFA, and I said, you know what, why don't I merge my little school with yours? You know, all the stuff that I do will be MFA. And we talked about it, and they're great guys. And the MFA are bringing in some pretty amazing coaches from overseas. We got another guy here who's sitting down eating wings, Kyle. He's a great dude as well. Yeah. He's enjoying. How's the wings, man? Good.
Incredible.
All right on. Wings Wednesday, man. Half price wings. You can't beat that, right? We had Joe here that was here for a while, about a year as well. Shout out to Joe. If you ever come back, man, we'll come and we'll get some wings, you know. And I'd like to get as many people as I can to share their stories. You know, like the whole point of what we're doing with this podcast platform is we want people to share their stories. Like I was telling Jonny earlier that I've heard so many amazing stories from people, and like for example, we had a German card event here. It's a card game that's called SCART, something like that. And a friend of mine, he was running that, and when he introduced himself to a couple of other people, he's like, "Oh, I'm East German." And I never heard him. That's all right. Come on in. And I never heard him say that. Usually he just says German. And I asked him what was up, you know. And he said, "It's you know, he's from East Germany." I never really asked the difference. And he told me the story of when he was there, growing up, and when the wall came down. And he had a really great story to tell. So I'll have to get him online on here on the podcast, and we'll do that soon. Yeah. How's it going, brother? You're back, eh?
Yeah.
Feeling good? Let's finish this last one here. Yeah. So, all right, you're on, man.
Oh, go on.
So that one is from a company called Flavor the World, and it's a mango based sauce. So.
Can't beat a bit of mango.
Yeah. So there you go. Can't beat a bit of mango. I like it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Shout out to Flavor the World.
Yeah. Big shout out to Flavor of the
Good
World.
stuff.
Oof.
So do you have any professional coaches or any coaches that you use as inspiration? Like, is there a favorite coach that you have that you're like, I want to follow in this guy's footsteps, I want to be like that? Do you have anybody like that? Well, it could be pro, could be amateur. Anything like that? No? Jose Mourinho? Somebody like that? No? So you're your own man, yeah?
Yeah.
Pioneering your own trail.
I think, like, every footballer is unique.
Sure.
Every coach is also unique. They bring different things to the table.
Okay.
I've never actually looked up to any coach as in, this is how I want to be, this is what I want to do.
That's pretty amazing, yeah.
I
Do you have any that you admire?
I think I admire everyone.
Okay.
I admire coaches below me, above me, at the same level as me.
Okay.
I think if I'm going to go into, sound a little bit deep here, but
let's do it. That's what we're here for, brother.
Whatever career you're in, you can learn off the good people, you can learn off the bad people, and they're what shape you to make yourself better. And for me, yeah, obviously, I'm a massive Man City fan.
Sure, of course, yeah.
Manchester City fan, being from Manchester.
Yeah.
And the blue side, and my whole family are blue.
Yeah.
I have been since I was.
Is that how it is? Big. It's one side is blue, one side's red. Is that how it is?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Without going into great detail, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And for me, the opportunity to learn from somebody that is below me is just as good as an opportunity to learn from somebody that's above me.
Jeez, you got some good answers, man. Oh my gosh.
I've rehearsed.
Amazing. Yeah, you've
got them written down on my hand.
You got it written down here. Yeah. Give me some of those.
it.
Give me some of those. Yeah. Very nice, man.
The way I see it is, every good opportunity to learn is obviously good. You're going to make yourself a better coach. You're going to make yourself a better person.
Sure.
Because what people don't realise is football, soccer is... strip away the game, it's a social environment. You're working with 7, 9, 11 people that you've got to work with. They all have different personalities, they all have different attributes, they all have different understandings, they all have different appreciations of the game.
Yep.
And what you've got to be is adaptable to all them 11, or if you have a big squad, 22, 24, 30 different attributes, different personalities.
Sure. Okay.
So what I've learned over the past 3-4 years is you have to be a great man manager.
Okay.
And you have to appreciate everyone is different, everyone is unique, and you can't really appreciate how unique people are until you appreciate how unique you are. And when you take on board what people are saying and what people are doing, whether it's good or bad, you're making a difference to yourself. And every time you make a difference to yourself, you're able to impart that and that wisdom, that knowledge, that experience onto the people you're teaching. And you make them better people, better footballers, better, eventually maybe players, eventually maybe coaches. And everything has a pathway. Whatever that pathway is, again, I might be getting too deep into this.
No, that's what it's about. This is what we're doing, man. It's just free live chat, right?
If I didn't think deep about what I do,
it
means I wouldn't care.
We're not doing the right thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't be doing the job to my best of my ability.
I think you're wise beyond your years, man. Jeez, that's pretty amazing. You got some answers on you.
Some would say I'm full of it. But
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'll take wise.
Yeah, we'll take that. Wow.
Mango wings.
It's a good one, right? Yeah. No, shout out Brian Hopkins, Flavor of the World. Good stuff, man.
Brian.
Actually, that was the last one. I got to get some more mango off you, man. Good stuff. But
mango, good.
Yeah.
Chicken, good.
Do you have any sort of stories of sort of coaching in Taiwan as opposed to coaching in the UK? Like there's differences in coaching, obviously, right? Differences in mentality. Do you have anything like that you want to share?
Oh God. So one of my jobs with the MFA is to help the coaches that are here to understand how the English culture is when it comes to coaching.
Sure.
The academy environment, and I'm lucky and I feel honoured and privileged to have had that insight into some of the most prestigious clubs in England.
In the world, basically, yeah, because England is...
Yeah, it's seen as one of the best leagues in the world.
For sure it is, yeah.
For me, it's the most competitive league in the world.
It's a beautiful league, for
and
sure.
I've been involved in it at the top level and lower and down, you know. But for me, the main difference between... And I have to go back to, it doesn't matter about the coaching, it's the instruments you use, it's the players, it's the whole approach to football. And I think here the technical ability of some of the kids, especially at younger ages, is outstanding.
For sure, I have to agree.
It's very good. Yeah. Especially when you look at the MFA's TDP teams, which are our own.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away when I check those out. Yeah, TDP,
in-house
MFA,
development teams. They're very. Some of the kids are very technically very good.
Yeah.
Whereas in England, the technical ability is good, but the main thing I think that separates England from Taiwan at the moment, and the football that I've experienced with MFA,
Sure.
with the Master Football Academy, is the tempo at which it's played.
Okay.
So you've got the
England,
the players that have that desire, that fire, that spark, that want to get in there. And in England, we have players that look at the ball and they see the footballers. It's part of them, and without that football, they're nothing. And they have to have that football. It's theirs. Whether it's a 50-50 challenge, whether it's a moment where you have the ball at your feet.
Hunger,
and, it's that desire. It's that, honestly, it's that raw passion, and I've got to have that football. That's mine.
Yeah.
And I think that's at the moment, that is what separates the high tempo, fast paced football in England from Taiwan.
Okay.
The technical ability in Taiwan is very good from what I have seen.
Yeah.
But my own belief. But in England, the tempo and the desire is so much more. And that is something you cannot teach. You can't.
I agree.
Can't
I have to
teach.
agree. Yeah.
You either have the passion and the fire, or you don't. And that's something that comes with age, with maturity, with
upbringing too, right?
Upbringing, culture, understanding, appreciation, and I don't know how we change that, but it's something I'm excited to try and work on.
Okay.
And again, that might be down to the coach as a person to share their experience and their love for the game, and show them how passionate they are about the game, and kind of ignite that flame in the child, in the kid, whether it's under 6, whether it's under 14, whatever age it may be, boy or girl. That's the difference that separates, I think, Europe from Asian side, and Eastern.
Understand.
Yeah.
Wow. Another good answer, man. Jeez.
Sorry.
So we finished our first round, and
second round.
we're on
I'm
the second
looking forward
round,
to it.
right? So we're on another one from Flavor of the World is called the Liberator. So it's a hot sauce that. Yeah, it's a pretty good one, man. So you're the guest, man.
Can I go for the wing?
Go for it.
You
Go
okay
whatever
with
you
that?
want, brother. Yeah. It's all you. It's all you.
I love this.
You love it. Yeah, you love it. Eh?
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's my dinner too, man.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, credit to your kitchen staff, your chefs. Oh,
I got some good guys right now, man.
You really have,
yeah,
mate. Look after them guys.
I do.
I know you do.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's getting spicier, no? A little bit, or not really?
Okay.
It's still good. All right, good. Okay.
Put on a brave face.
So
Got a bit of a kick to that.
it does, yeah.
Whoa, afterburn. Wow.
So when you have when you coach here, how is it compared to like the UK? Where, for example, you're here, you're coaching MFA, your relationship with the coach of the other team. You know, how does that compare to when you're coaching in the UK, relationship with the other coach? Is it similar or?
Oh wow, that's got a kick.
There you go. I told you. It's
Very
round
good.
2, man.
Very
We're not fooling around, man.
I like that. Oh,
It's round 2. Did you really? Nice.
oh
Half
wow.
price wings on Wednesday, man. That's, we started the show thinking, Wing Wednesday. Let's do it. Let's pack it out. Sometimes it's packed, sometimes it's not.
Oh.
And but I eat wings every Wednesday, so I love it. Yeah.
Oh.
And I gotta say they're pretty good. Sometimes I go out for wings and I try other wings, and some places are decent, and I think ours are pretty solid though. Yeah. What do you need, brother? What do you need, man? More ice?
If you don't mind, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Rita, 可以再给我一杯冰块吗？好，谢谢。
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, babies.
That's got a kick, that.
It does,
Wow.
sure. We're just getting started on round 2, man. You asked, right? At the beginning, wasn't it supposed to be hot?
Give me the hottest. Give me the hottest.
Wasn't
Bring
supposed
it
to
on.
be hot, right? Yeah.
Do you mind if I have a little bit more?
Yeah, that's
Are
ours,
you going to
man.
join me?
I am going to join you. Yeah, you go ahead, brother. Proper 12, man. I also want to thank you again for bringing that, because
my pleasure, mate.
Yeah,
my pleasure.
It's not easy to get.
The way you've looked after me and the way you've been with me in my first six months of being here.
My pleasure, brother.
Honestly, friend for life, mate.
Thanks, man.
Friend for
I
life.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Don't forget about me when you're famous, man. You know, I have a little story about that, actually. When I was in college, I worked at a shout out to Conor McGregor's Proper 12, Proper Irish whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
There you go, bro. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Do you want more?
Yeah, I'll have one more. Perfect. Thank you. So I was working in a future shop on Vancouver Island in Nanaimo, and we had this guy who was working with us. I was working in a warehouse because I was never much of a salesman. I was working in the warehouse, doing a good job, carrying out all the heavy TVs and stuff. And there was this one sales guy, an Arab guy, and his name was Mohammed. I wish I kept in touch with him. I wish there was Facebook, way back then. But one time, I was bringing up, this heavy TV, doing my job or whatever, and he gave me like $5, and I'm like, no, I'm just doing my job, man. And he's just like, no, I want to give you because you're always doing good stuff for me, man. So I want to give you a little tip. And I said, no, man, you got a family and stuff, man. You do your thing. And he's like, look, in my country, the biggest tragedy is when you meet somebody who is really good. You meet somebody who's really good, and things happen, life happens, things happen, and they turn bad. So in our country, when we find somebody who's really good, it's our job to keep them good.
Yeah.
And I mean, just him saying that, he changed my life, man. Yeah. And I've always been pretty. I was just like, I mean, I teared up. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like 20 years old, and this dude is telling me, like, it was pretty amazing, man. It was a pretty good thing, man. Good stuff. How you feeling? Just don't touch your eyes, and wash your hands. Wash your hands thoroughly before you go.
I'm looking forward to the rest. Trust me.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
So what was that question again? Here we go. So when you're coaching here in Taiwan, how is your relationship, with the coach or the other team? Is it the same relationship as if you were in the UK with the coach with the other team?
Look, for me, the most important thing, no matter where you go and what you do in life, whether you're a car salesman or a football coach, you don't lose your identity. You don't lose who you are. Mm-hmm. And for me, I fully appreciate how underpaid coaches are.
Sure.
How
a lot of professions, man.
Honestly, people don't appreciate how complex football is. How complex soccer is.
It's true. I agree.
I mean, I go to basketball as an example as being one of the major sports out here. In one game, there can be in 5 minutes there can be 20 different plays, different patterns of play, and in football it's just the same. But rather than working with 5 players, you're working with 11.
Yeah.
And then you're managing the people that are on the bench and keeping them happy. And for me, the main thing in coaching is you always develop and you always progress and you always look to challenge yourself, but you keep your core values and you keep your honesty to the game and your fellow coaches.
Okay.
So whether I'm in England, whether I'm in Germany, whether I'm in America, whether I'm in in Spain, whether I'm in Taiwan, Japan, anywhere, I will always be me. In the way of, at the end of the day, where we are and me being at the MFA, first and foremost is the kids learn.
Sure.
The kids learn to be better people, better players, better athletes, better footballers. The winning, obviously, is a part of it. It's a major part of it, but everything else has to happen for the winning to come.
Sure, of course.
And with that aspect of it, I would rather play a game where my team won 1-0 or 2-0 and the other team learnt something and the other coach had something to work with than to beat a team 20-0 or 26-0 or any number. So I would hope that the coach that I was playing against would have the same beliefs as me, as that at this level, and until you get well into the professional game.
Sure.
That football is, with kids especially, is all about development.
Okay.
And to develop the kids, you have to have a mutual understanding between coaches that it's a game of football. It should be fun. It should be educational.
Yeah.
So I approach every game in the same way I approach players. In that, I have a laugh, I have a joke. I try and find a common ground, which if we're coaches, we have a common ground. But look, if my team's beating another team, I'll speak to the coach. We'll help each other. I'll give them pointers to counteract what I'm doing as a coach and what my team is doing. Not only does that work, it works against my team, but not only does it work against my team, it challenges my team. So it pushes them to be even better. So,
sorry, she's just coming to say
it's
hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coaches for me are the most important people, because they can set the examples and give that experience, that knowledge.
I agree with you 100%.
So being friendly, being approachable, being supportive towards a coach reflects in the team.
I agree with you 100%. But have you ever been put in a situation where the other coach was just like, he's in your face, or just kind of like,
Of course.
So how do you handle something like that? How have you handled that? Because I agree with you 100%. Like, the kids are learning, the kids are having fun. It's great. That's the most important thing.
You
get some people they think differently, right?
It's like with anything, though.
Sure.
In my opinion, you have to bring that person back down to earth.
Okay.
Why are we doing this? Why are we coaching? We're not doing it for trophies to put around our neck, medals to put around our neck, trophies to put in our cabinet. We're trying to get success off the back of others. Purely and simply, that's what it is.
Okay.
We're trying to breed an athlete that is there, that has that hunger, that passion, that fire that we talked about. But we're trying to win through other people.
Okay.
And if you can give somebody else your experience to help them achieve greatness or achieve success, then that's a win in my eyes.
Okay.
So to ground other coaches and say, hey, look, all right, it's not going the way you want, but look, there's positives that you can take out of this match. There's negatives you can take out of this match. The negatives are always something you can learn from.
Careful, don't
you might have heard a term, people see it as black and white, you win or lose. And some people, when they're losing, when they're having a bad time, they jump ship. They go on to the next project.
I've met many people like that. Yeah.
Whereas there's people with the attitude and the mentality of progression, where, and I'm much a preacher of this. You win or you learn.
I agree.
There's no loss. There's winning or learning. And
Love it.
when you win, you're humble in your win, in your success. But when you lose, you've got to take on board the negatives and the positives and make yourself better.
Careful. I agree, bro. I agree.
With my team out here, I coach the MFA U12s and U11s.
Okay.
And my approach to football with them is that we don't win this next game. Our aim isn't to win this next game. Our aim is to compete. And if we can compete, then we're doing our job.
Okay.
If we win, that's a bonus. Our aim is to win 5 games from now. Whether that's competition, tournament, whether that's just friendlies.
Okay.
The whole process is football for football, life, anything. Whether you work in a kitchen, whether you
Sure, I agree. The team building is big, yeah.
You don't make the perfect hot wing the first time you try it.
Definitely not. These recipes they've gone through hell, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And do you know what? If you're anything like I think you are, you look at these hot wings and you think,
still can make them better.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I could.
And that passion is what we want to pass on as football coaches, and especially with the MFA. We want to breed an attitude that appreciates the whole environment of learning and trusting the process.
Okay.
And that's what I think the main aim of the MFA is to change that whole understanding, that attitude towards football in Asia and this side of it is that football and learning is a process, that it isn't a win or lose and black and white. It's look, we're making baby steps, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Okay. I agree, man. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
I love it. I actually, I came here and I was coaching soccer here. That was my main gig for a long time, and I felt the same way. I feel the same way. But when you were just a one-man show in the very beginning, 15 years ago, it was definitely a pretty uphill battle. Yeah. But then I met the guys from the MFA, Mike and Dan, and they're good guys. And it's always it's refreshing to meet somebody who feels the same way, who really cares about the kids, right? Yeah. I want the kids to have a good life. I want the kids to enjoy themselves. Because sometimes you get older, you become an adult. Sometimes things get you down, but I want them to have something that they're gonna enjoy and that they love.
Yeah.
I had one team that I coached for 6 years, and now they're 20. They're your age, 24, 25, and they still come to see me here, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I coached them from grade 1 to grade 6. Grade 6, grade 7.
That just shows
it's crazy
in how you are as a coach, how you approach things, and
I'm invited to one of them's getting married. I'm invited to the wedding. I coached him when he was like 10.
Yeah.
And he's 25. And it's crazy, And they come here when they meet up. They want to get their reunion thing going. They come here, they eat. We all chat. One of them wants to open a restaurant, so he's asking me for tips. And I was like, yeah, sure, man. Let me know when you're open. I'll come and help out. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. We won a lot. We lost a lot as well. But it was amazing. And the crazy thing is they come now. I have also, when I taught kindergarten, when I just got here, I taught kindergarten for a couple years. And I have kids that are, again, 21, 22, that I taught kindergarten to, that they still contact me now.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey teacher, we're gonna come and see you. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how do you even remember? Like, I somewhat remember my kindergarten teacher, but I don't remember anything specific about her. I remember the name, maybe, but it's crazy that these kids, one story was, I was coaching at Quayshan before the MFA had their setup with Quayshan. I was coaching myself. I did Quayshan, and there was, elementary kids, right? So I did that for a couple of years, and I mean, boys and girls. And I think it was last summer, this girl, beautiful girl, who's like 21, 22, she comes in here, and I'm like, hey, do you table for two? And I coached her when she was maybe 10. She comes in and she gives me like the biggest hug, and she was just like, just jumped on me, and I was kind of like, and all my staff is looking at me like, what's going on here? And I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Because I was like, who is this? I couldn't remember, right? And she's just like, hey, coach,
10 years old to 21
of course,
it's
a big difference, right? And she's like, oh, my name is blah blah blah. I won't say her name. And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember you. You're amazing. It was really a cool thing, and she obviously told me how much she loved it, and I was just shocked that 10, 12 years later she remembered that I coached her. It's pretty incredible. I mean,
I'm going to give a shout out here to a coach I know called Pete.
Okay.
And going back to Kwei Shan.
Yeah.
My first experience as a Kwei Shan is I walked in and I'm watching this girl in goal trying to defend this guy shooting, and she's explaining how to do a low block save, and I'm thinking, and I walked over and I said, where did you learn that? Because I've done my goalkeeper coaching qualifications.
Yeah.
Basically, me with my approach to coaching is I want to know a bit of everything.
Sure.
Whether it's to amazing high level detail or not, I want to know every aspect of the game I can.
Sure, of course.
To make me stand out, right?
Of course, yeah, sure.
So I saw this girl and she's using these techniques, and this is a big shout out to Pete, and incredible that he has obviously imparted his wisdom to this kid, and she's remembered it and soaked all this up, but she's the right technique, and wow, where did you learn that? And she said, Coach Pete, and that's just credit to the MFA.
Yeah.
In the way of
that was here. Yeah. Okay.
They
Coach
go
Pete,
to,
shout out.
For me, they go to that extra detail, that extra, they go that extra mile.
Okay.
To try and educate and develop kids more.
Okay.
All right, we might not have the capacity to be able to train them as much as what school teams do, and
sure. Those guys.
That for me, I think where the projection the MFA is on, that will come.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
It's a very exciting time. I've been brought over from England by the MFA to raise the level of coaching within the MFA.
Okay.
Which in turn obviously raises the level of coaching.
Yeah.
So I'm very much on board in working, and I want to work with every single coach within the MFA. I'm not saying my techniques, my ideas, my philosophy is right, but the beauty of what I've done is that I've had the experience, and I'm very humbled and fortunate to have had the opportunity to work with some amazing coaches in England in semi-professional and professional academy environments, that I can use what I've learned to try and pass it on to the coaches in the MFA. And the whole idea is that they pass it on to the kids, so that we see more of what I saw in this girl at Kwei Shan. Okay. That what Coach Pete taught her.
Amazing.
And to see that and think, oh my God, where did you learn that? That's spot on. That's what I want for the MFA. That's what I want for Taiwanese football. That's what I want for this area.
Love it, man.
I want to push the MFA. I want the MFA to push the coaches. I want to push the coaches myself to not be the best, but be the best versions of themselves. Okay. To raise the level and understand that, we could do more. And I think as MFA, we can do more. We have the facilities now. We have some amazing kids. The parents, Definitely. Some of the parents are incredible. They support the show, and that's what it's all about. football at the end of the day should be a family environment, and MFA are creating that.
Love it.
Slowly but surely, we're getting on top of things, and we're trying to knit together something strong. And like I say, they brought me in to do a job. I'm well on board with trying to educate people. At the same time, like I go back to what I said before. I 100% learn from people below me or above me. I don't see anybody honestly, I don't see anybody below me as below me or above me.
Okay.
We're all in the same situation. We're all learning. We're all trying to make football better for whatever environment we're in. And at the moment, it's Taiwan.
Okay. Wow. Love that, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. Jeez. Okay. Another deep one, brother. I love it.
Sorry.
I love it. That's what it's about,
I don't mean to be so deep, but
no, it's pretty amazing. I
that's
agree.
my passion. That's my passion for the sport, for being out, that outdoors environment.
I love it. I agree, man. I agree with you. Yeah. That's pretty. You're wise beyond your years, man. I've said it, but it's pretty amazing. That's amazing.
Like I say, some would say I'm full of.
Well,
I won't go into that.
Well, man, let's grab the next swing. Yeah.
These get hotter, right?
Yeah, it goes up.
Good.
It goes up. It should be a little hotter. This one is similar to the cayenne, but it's made instead of cayenne peppers, we use the little Thai bird's eye chilies. I don't know if you know those, but yeah.
Oof. Already smells like I don't want to eat it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Here we go.
Oh.
Getting there. Oh, I like that. That's. I don't know if that's. I always say it's my favorite because basically all the sauces are my recipes and I love them all. I won't put them on and I won't let anyone try them until I like them. So I love that one as well. Yeah.
Again.
A little bit, yeah.
It's knowing your craft, mate. It's knowing
Yeah.
your craft. Perfection. Oh.
When they come hot right out of the oven, it's even better. So
anybody that hasn't been to try Eddie's wings,
gotta come and try them out.
You've got to come and try them.
Yeah. All of the sauces they're like
the flavors,
homemade sauces, and we really
forget KFC. Look,
oh yeah,
finger licking good.
There
Look
you
at
go.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
honestly, mate. Honestly,
Thank you.
I'm not just saying it.
Well, I appreciate it. We really, I really do care about the food. And you know what? All the sauces are they're homemade. They're actually healthy. There's no preservatives or anything in those. So the only sort of preservative we have is the natural preservative of vinegar, a little bit of vinegar, right? And it also gives it another layer.
Yeah.
So that's all we use, man. A little bit of salt, a little bit of vinegar, and is that we good? Yeah. So Taiwan, how long do you plan on staying here, man? Well, like what's the goal with Taiwan? When the MFA called you up and said, Jonny, we want you here for what, 1 year, 2 year, 10 year? What's the plan? How did that go?
I can go wherever I want, but it's an experience that so far I've enjoyed so much that I don't have any plans at the moment of going home.
Okay.
If it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't see the point of going home.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
We'll go back to that, but yeah, it's just. It's an incredible experience being offered, but to have been given again, my uncle I owe everything I am and what I've done and where I am now to him.
Okay.
he's put me on a platform that I could have only ever have dreamt of. And at the end of the day, if I wasn't a good coach, I wouldn't still be here.
Understand.
So for him to recommend me, people could see it as, oh yeah, he's your uncle, he'd recommend his nephew any day, but you've got to earn the right to be where you are. And so far, I'd like to think I'm doing a good job.
Oh, for sure, I know that you are.
I'm trying to go above and beyond, but yeah, I'm grateful for where I am.
What's your uncle's name, man?
Alan Walker.
Alan Walker.
Alan Walker.
Cheers, brother. We appreciate you.
Cheers, Uncle Alan.
Thanks for bringing this guy over to Taiwan and bringing him into our life. Appreciate it.
I'm bringing the proper 12.
Proper 12. Uncle Alan. Shout out, brother. What's that? Yeah, do your thing, brother.
1 minute. Sorry.
Sure. Sorry, just a few minutes ago, we just had a little glitch. We're working with a new camera here, and just a little glitch there. So apologies for that. But we also have the audio-only versions of this on our podcast, podcast.co, in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on podcast.co. Just there'll be a link in the bottom. It doesn't matter what you use. We're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on everything right now. The top 8 podcasting platforms, we're on all of those. And of course, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all of that. If you have a chance to jump in and subscribe. And right now we're doing this all on our own. And the point is we want to share the stories of people doing wonderful things in Taiwan. So if you want to support us, there's also a link down there, a little PayPal link down there. If you'd like to donate to us, that'd be amazing. No pressure, but we're fitting the bill for all this stuff, the equipment, everything, the food, finding the people, prepping. That is all done by us at Eddy's Cantina. And we appreciate that. We appreciate Jonny. We appreciate a lot of opportunities that we have to chat with people. Restaurant life. I was also a coach for many years, and I still do coach. I still help out with the MFA. But right now, we've been doing the restaurant for about 12 years. And I always tell people that the best part of the restaurant life is the people that you get to meet. You get to meet people from all walks of life. You meet students, you meet CEOs and CFOs. You get to meet people from a good friend of mine is a CFO of Gogoro. I mean, he comes in, he's a great guy. He's got great kids. There's just so many people out there that have really good stories to tell, and that's what we want to do. When we find somebody with a great story, we want to share that. Next week, we actually do our podcast in Mandarin. So that'll be our 3rd or 4th Mandarin episode. And obviously those are a little bit more difficult for me. I'm going to bring in a lady who just signed with ONE FC. She's a professional MMA fighter, a Taiwanese, and she just signed with ONE FC. She's got a fight coming up in a couple of weeks. So next week, we're going to do a little bit earlier. But keep following us on YouTube, Facebook. We've got our podcast going. Keep following us. We're going to be bringing and sharing stories of really great people for you guys. You can just relax, sit at home on your cell phone, whatever you want to do. Enjoy that. And yeah, thank you so much. If you guys want to support us, there's a link below for our PayPal. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. How you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Yeah. Hope you washed your hands with soap.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah. Can I just do one thing, by the way?
Of course you can. Whatever you want, brother.
I just want to give, honestly, I want to give a big shout out to my family right now. To my dad, Martin, my grandma, Peggy, my brother, Michael, even Mark, who I don't really like.
Even
but,
Mark.
Yeah,
even Mark. Come on, Mark. Even Mark.
Honestly, especially my grandma and my dad, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. The opportunities I've had, the lessons I've learned, and you know, it means a lot. And I respect you to bits. I love you to bits, and I honestly mean it. Especially my grandma and my granddad, that I wouldn't be in the position I am now if it wasn't for them. And again, it goes back to that whole thing, family is everything. And I love you all, but thank you. Yeah.
Cheers to you guys. We
we
appreciate
cheers
it.
to
Yeah,
that?
of course we can. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for providing this man. We love him. We love having him here. And shout out to you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even Mark, right? Yeah.
Even Mark.
Even Mark. Even Mark. Okay. All right, Mark. Here's to you, my man. All right, we're back for round 2 here. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and we are back on. So I'm not sure where it cut out earlier, but we're on our next wing here. So what is the next wing? Next wing is a Korean. So this is a Korean based. It's a little spicy. So what do you think about that, man? Get some spice.
Bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
Bring it on. All right, let's go.
Wing or leg.
Let's go. What do you? You're the guest, man. You choose.
Honestly,
You choose.
I'm gonna go wing.
All right, go for it, man. Get it. Just put up whatever you need. I'll take.
That's sticky.
It is. It is. This is. We got a good recipe on the wing, the Korean style.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
It's not bad. It's not bad, man. So we're a Mexican place and we do spicy stuff, but I love Korean wings, so we have a Korean wing.
Oh,
That's just that. So this Korean wing is actually 2 sauces. One is the Korean base, and one is the Korean spice.
Yeah.
So it really depends on who's mixing it, how hot it's gonna be. Well, I think they took it easy on us today, man.
I think they did.
I think they did. That was.
I mean,
not
what are you saying? It's really, really spicy.
Yeah. There you go. Right.
Yeah.
So. I love that taste, though. This is one of my daughter's. The Chipotle used to be my daughter's favorite, and now this is because it's got that little bit of sweetness in there. And
The Chipotle is nice. So.
Chipotle is pretty good. Yeah.
What was the last one?
Jeez, I don't even remember. Oh, the Thai chili one. Yeah. Yeah.
That was hot.
That was pretty hot,
That was
right?
hot. Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to. What you get, man? The Thai? Okay. Is that the Korean one or no?
Oh wow.
The Thai is pretty solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
You got the wet naps there, man. Help yourself, whatever you
no.
need, brother.
There's no way I'm wiping this away.
All right, enjoy it. Yeah. So, as a coach, I mean, when you watch things like the Premier League or the World Cup, are you able to just sit back and enjoy that?
No.
Or are you are you like coaching from the sidelines? I mean, how does that work?
So for anybody that's out there that's a football fan, that's wanting to get into coaching, say goodbye to just watching football for the fun of it.
There you go. Yeah. Sure.
You over and analyze everything.
Sure.
You're watching the shape, the formation, the transitions, the decisions, everything. Unless you've got, a good curry or good hot wings and a few drinks, you're setting yourself up for a long journey of, like I say, overanalyzing.
I still do that, to be honest, man. Yeah. That's why I wanted to ask if you do that, because you're the.
I mean, I'm very much a fan of football.
Same. Of course, yeah.
My brother, for example, is such a biased Man City fan.
Sure. Well, that's par for the course, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's points where you can call your team out for being rubbish.
Yeah.
You can say they're amazing.
Yeah.
He'll make excuses for them being rubbish.
Okay.
And that's the difference. I appreciate football in its form, what it is, whoever plays it. Yeah. If it's a good game and it's a team I don't like, it's still a good game.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But when you've got the understanding of the coaching background, coaching qualifications, the process, the systems, the patterns of play, it's just it's a different game when you watch it, and that's something you've got to be aware of before you go into coaching. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it definitely turns your world upside down.
Sure.
In a way. It makes you appreciate. It might be a good thing. It might make you appreciate your manager. If you let's say you're let's say you're a fan of Newcastle United, where you're watching Steve Bruce every week, and you might not like Steve Bruce, but it might make you appreciate the decisions he makes.
Yeah. It's not easy, right?
No.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
God,
it's
no.
easy to sit on a couch and be like, I would have done this, which is what many people do. Any sport. But at
For me,
end of the day, it's not an easy thing to do when you're there. Yeah.
For me, I think I've learned, and me and you, we both spent time with Taiwan's national team manager.
We have, yeah. Great guy. Shout out to Louis Lancaster, man. We
Good
love
shout
him.
out to Louis.
Jamie as well.
Yeah.
Jamie Brassington. Good folks.
But I mean,
Quite good singers as well. Just
I'm again very grateful for them.
Yeah.
They opened my eyes to what that level, that elite level of coaching is like.
Okay.
And you know, you have to realize at some point that you might have all the qualifications in the world. I might have more qualifications than my man here.
oh, he does, definitely.
But
yeah.
does it make me a better person, a better coach, a more relatable coach, a more socially approachable coach,
Well, yeah.
or even a better person? And I think football, that how it is now, and
Yeah.
my understanding of it is that. And look, I have the appreciation of my uncle is a coach educator. He teaches people that are ex-professionals. I'm not going to name names, but some of the most recognised people in football, he teaches them how to coach. He's that high up.
Okay, wow.
But
Shout out to your uncle one more time, man.
Yeah, big shout out to my uncle. But he openly admits, he says, look, some of the best footballers in the world that he's taught on their coaching qualifications and their process of becoming a coach,
Yeah.
they don't have personality. And in football, that's one of the biggest things I've learned in the past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what qualification you are, what level you are, what experience you are. If you don't have personality, you're not approachable. It's like in social life, it's like everyday environments. It's like you in the kitchen, Eddie.
Sure, I agree.
You know, if you don't have a bit of a personality, a bit of spark, a bit of charisma, a bit of, you know, you're not relatable, and that's what you've got to be as a modern day football coach, as a manager, and for me, I'm not just developing myself as a coach and going along the coaching pathway and gaining these qualifications. Coaching has very much enabled me to be a better person, a better individual, a better social, better person socially in that kind of environment.
Okay.
And that's at the end of the day, they're all life skills. They're interrelatable. And
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Yeah. I learned a lot from coaching. And when I came here and I was teaching kindergarten when I came here for a little bit. And all the skills I learned coaching, I applied in a kindergarten class. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're a great kindergarten teacher. And I'm like, well, I like kids. And I've been coaching them and having fun with them for most of my life. So I don't have the kindergarten diploma, whatever it is, right? But I just love it. I have passion and stuff.
But you've got a young girl. You know.
Well, I have. Yeah,
sure. You don't need the qualification.
You don't. Yeah,
to be able to give your daughter an amazing childhood. To be
definitely
fun and social with her, and
she's
for
I got
her
a
to
solid
grow
one,
up and look at you as a role model and an example of what people should be.
That's the guide, man. That's what we try to do. You know, I
think sometimes, honestly, these qualifications are a label. A passage of entry into a door that you wouldn't normally be allowed into.
Sure. Okay. Agree with that. Yeah. I agree.
It's more than that. It's about who you are.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? When I had my daughter, it was an amazing thing, man. It was one of the best things of my life. So I can't recommend it more. You know, I have a lot of friends that don't really want to have kids, and they're like, well, what do you think? And I said, well, that's actually the best thing that's ever happened to me was having kids. Okay. Shout out to my man, Mark.
Big shout out
we
to
love
Mark.
you. We love
you, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
If we could write a song about you.
Especially you, Mark. We love you. We love you.
You, Mark.
You.
Right
You're
there,
the man,
you.
Mark. You're the man, Mark. We love you. Shout out to Mark. This one's for you, brother. All right, we made it to the end, man. Let's get on the last one.
Is this the last one?
We want to do
one
more?
I want another round.
You want to do? Well, let's do this, and then I'll send out one more redonkulous one. Like,
yeah, you've got it.
Okay,
I
will.
Blow my mind.
Okay, I will. No, the other one is great. Okay.
I want to cry.
Okay.
I want to cry on camera.
So we'll get this one.
It's got to be hot.
Buana, can you order 2-piece of suicide wings?
Suicide.
You just tell Richard suicide 2-piece. Okay. Suicide is is not my invention, but it's rough, and I wasn't gonna do it, but we are gonna do it. So let's get this one. This one is well, go ahead, get on that, man.
It's your turn.
I'll take this guy right here, no problem, and I'm gonna wipe that on there for you.
Oh,
perfect. That's just because I love you.
You evil.
About as much as I love Mark. Yeah. It's my dinner as well.
So I've got to ask. What made you decide to put this as a podcast and throw it out there to the world and all your viewers? What was the whole inspiration behind it? I mean, by the way, these wings are amazing.
Thank you.
Sorry, can I just add something?
Yeah, please.
It's not only a craft to be able to create something that's hot, but tasty at the same time.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Honestly, it's incredible.
So what I've said a couple times already is, with the restaurant, the best part for me is the people that you get to meet. And when you were using the loo earlier, I was explaining how I have a friend who I introduced him to another friend. And he usually says, oh, I'm German, right?
Yeah.
And this time he says, oh, I'm East German. And I was kind of like, oh, that's the first time you said that. And then kind of like light bulb popped up. And I said, so, I mean, why would you say East German? I mean, there's a difference or whatever. And then, I mean, how about the wall and all that? And I asked him about the wall. And he told me his story of when the wall came down. And it was amazing. And I thought, you know what? That's a story that I think people would like to hear. And that's not the only time that's happened to me. It happens to me all the time where people tell me stuff and it's amazing. And being a restaurant owner, you get to hear all this stuff. It's kind of like, the bartender at the pub,
confiding
but obviously I would never share anything confidential. But some of the things that people get to they tell you, it's incredible. There you go. You feeling good? All right.
I'm good.
That's made with ghost pepper. We make that one ourselves.
Whoa.
And so there are some stories that I get to hear that they inspire me, they blow my mind, and I absolutely fall in love with the person telling me that story. And I want to share those stories. So why is it Wings and a podcast? So my two favorite YouTube channels are there's one called Hot Ones. It's a channel in the States where they eat spicy wings and they get to interview people. So the original idea was I want to do something similar to that because I love that show. And the second idea was I don't know, the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but the Joe Rogan Experience is where Joe Rogan, obviously, he's an MMA commentator, a comedian, a lot of different things. And he does something similar where he just goes live and he just starts chatting with people and he gets to meet people that are just amazing. And you know what? When I'm working, when I'm doing stuff, I don't even really listen to music anymore. I don't put anything in the background. I put on a podcast of people that I really like.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the inspiration for this. And how you doing?
God, that was hot.
That was a hot one. Yeah, well, you wanted one hotter than that. So
wow.
So we're going up one level over that.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah. So yeah. Suicide.
Can I just give a shout out to my dad? This is
What's up, my dad?
straight from the bull. You know what I mean.
Special,
and it is warm. Oh,
that
so
is
good.
made with ghost. When I make a batch of that, I use an unbelievable amount of ghost pepper to make that sauce. So,
wow, that's
so
hot.
when we can get that, it's pretty crazy. That is also that one gets
I'm on
me all
fire,
the time.
mate.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Well, milk helps a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Only a little bit. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we have.
Hey, if ever you
horchata.
wanted to shut me up, just get me on them wings.
You know what?
Oof.
You know what's hilarious? We had this one UFC at one of my restaurants once, and it was one of those awkward situations where you have half the UFC guys, and they're drinking, and they're loud, and they're screaming, and they're swearing, and the other half is like families coming for like their Sunday brunch, right? And I have to keep telling them like, hey guys, take it easy. We got families here. Take it easy. We got families here. And one of my good mates.
Can I have some of them tissues?
Yeah, of course, they're all yours.
I might
man.
cry in a minute.
Do it, perfect. Well, you will on the next one if that one got you.
Jesus.
So basically, I told.
Can I swear or not?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Woo.
So one of my customers, a good friend of mine who was just drinking, who was getting really loud. I said, "Have you tried our new hot sauce?" And he's just like, "No." And I just went, and I gave him some, and that shut him up for about 20 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty. That one actually, that exact sauce.
Oh my God, that's
that was a rough one. Yeah, that's a rough one.
Straight from the bull, Dad.
There you go, sir. Shout out to Mark one more time.
Big shout out to Mark.
Shout out, brother.
Special kind of.
Yeah.
I won't say what, but you know what.
So before we get to the final suicide, which we weren't going to do, but he asked for it, so we're doing it. Got to do it. So we are going to do it. That one actually is rough. That's a rough one. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah.
First time my dad ever said that to me, I had a vindaloo.
Okay, yeah, those are good. Yeah, I love that. I love that stuff.
That wing was hot.
It was hot. Okay, well the last one is rough. So let's go.
Let's go for it.
So top 4 coaches of all time, or top 4 players, or top 4 teams. Your choice.
I'm gonna go with coaches. You said
let's
coaches
do coaches.
First.
Yeah, well we're coaches. Let's do coaches. Manchester United. What's his name? Sir Alex? No. He wasn't one. Okay. He's not on there. All right.
To be honest, for me, I don't know if I have 4.
Okay.
I have a few.
Okay, let's go. What do you got?
I'm a Manchester City fan.
Sure.
I've openly admitted that.
Yeah.
At the expense of this season.
Okay.
Everyone says to me that you've got one of the best managers in the world, if not the best.
Okay. And you agree?
I go back to what I preached before about football being fun and relatable. As much as it hurts me to say, I think Jurgen Klopp is one of the best coaches in the world.
Okay.
I look to people like Tony Pulis.
Okay.
For me, I'm a centre back. I look to play centre back.
Okay.
And if I had a Premier League team or a team that was in risk of relegation from the top flight,
okay,
I would look to hire somebody like Tony Pulis and somebody of his caliber that specialises in the art of being able to shut up shop and defend and put everything on the line.
Okay.
He for me is my prime example of what it is to be able to survive and defend in the top.
All right, that's all right. Do your thing, man. The wings do that.
Wing?
Wings do that, man.
The top flight of
we got
the Premier
one more
League,
left. Yeah.
the Premier League. Being a Manchester City fan, I loved the passion and the raw nature that was Roberto Mancini when he was in charge of Manchester City.
Okay, okay.
I also relate a lot to Stuart Pearce.
Okay.
Stuart Pearce he's a legend in his own right. But,
okay, okay.
He is somebody that has matured with coaching. Not only was he an unbelievable player, but seeing him from getting the City job to taking the England's under 21s job, I think it was.
Okay.
To taking on this understanding of football and appreciation of football that he has now.
Okay.
Is unbelievable. But my last coach is I forget his name. He used to manage Tottenham Hotspur. Kyle, you might know him. Tottenham Hotspur. No, before him.
Tottenham. You got a Mexican guy there for a while.
English guy. Anyway, he very much takes on the whole belief I have is that, football, to an extent, it is black and white. For me, if your team isn't good enough, why should you sugarcoat it?
Okay, understand. Yeah.
You protect the players' feelings, but at the end of the day, they're adults, they're humans. They're of a mature age where they can accept their own downfalls and their own shortcomings and take it on the chin.
Okay.
For me, they should be able to adapt to that.
Understandable. Yeah.
And this manager, I can't remember his name. Sherwood.
Google it, or what do you got?
Sherwood.
Do we have the suicide? 快好了吗 Rita? 我们刚点在两片. Are they almost done or what? Push those.
Oh, Tim Sherwood, the temporary one.
Yeah. Tim Sherwood was the most honest manager I've seen in the Premier League in my lifetime, in the way of he would turn around and say it black and white. Look, if the team wasn't good enough, he'd say. If the team played outstanding, he'd say. If they were average, he'd say. And for me, football, sport, the way the world is these days, as in PC, politically correct.
Okay.
It's too politically correct.
Sure it is.
It's too on the side of, we've got to be careful what we say in case we insult or upset somebody.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, in football, if somebody isn't good enough or hasn't done the job they've been asked,
no participation
they are
trophies.
putting themselves on the platform.
So we got our suicide wings.
You've still got the sound of our beautiful voices.
Of course, we
My
like I was
northern
saying.
accent.
There you go. Ha.
but more scared than excited. It's for something so small, it definitely looks so threatening. Yeah, I'm hoping Eddie picks the one with the most flavour on it.
Not likely.
Meaning the most spice. But there again, he's got years of experience, so I'm not looking forward to my odds. But all in all, tonight it's been one hell of an experience. It's something that I will cherish. And do you know what? Before tonight, this is something I never knew belonged on my bucket list. But I am so happy to have ticked it off. And that's all down to Mr. Ed Gonzalez.
Thanks,
so thank
brother.
you very
Appreciate
much.
it. So let's wolf that one down, man.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you, mate. You, mate. Bear in mind, you're used to this spice. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's finish it, man. Let's go.
Are we going for it?
That's you.
Oh,
there you go.
you
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, here we go. The hot as well. Yeah. There you are.
Enjoy, man.
It's been nice knowing you with Planet Earth.
There you go. Ooh. Ooh, that was a rough one. That was rough. That was rough.
Too late.
Ooh, it's a rough one.
Too late. Wow.
Sorry about all the technical difficulties tonight. Working with a new camera, and yeah. So what do you have to say for yourself? You finished it all off. You asked for that one. You got it, man.
Oh, I've got to finish it off.
Yeah, well,
got to see a job through.
Okay, do it. Yeah.
As my dad and my brother would say,
Yeah.
go big or go home.
There you go, brother.
Big shout out to Mark.
Mark is loving us tonight, yeah? Mark is loving us.
Don't rub your eyes, so.
Oh, wow.
That's a rough one, yeah? There we go. We missed that, huh? So what you got? What do you got going on in your life, man?
I can't speak right now.
Perfect.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Oh.
Eddie, you're an animal.
Oh, wow.
That's what we do, sir. That is what we do.
Oh. Oh.
That is what we do, my friends.
Jesus. I'm going to say it. Gun.
There you go. There you go.
Jordan, not lying. This one, this helps.
For all you British watchers out there, gun means fuck.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, there you go. We got it.
Oh my god, how delicious is that? What is that?
I told you. You said you didn't like cinnamon.
I said it tasted
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
That's my second one.
Oh,
Addiction.
oh my god.
That is something called horchata. We use that. That's sort of an old Mexican traditional drink. You said you didn't like cinnamon, but horchata made you a believer.
I like anything right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Eddie, what's in it?
Oh, get me another one then.
Rice water.
Oh.
Rice water, vanilla, sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of milk.
Tell with me. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
mate.
it, man.
That
Oh,
last
good,
one
yeah.
is no.
I can't feel my face.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's
Kyle,
what we do.
get Kyle some of them.
Yeah, Kyle is. He'll get on it. You got a couple months to break Kyle in, and then we'll get him on the show. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Huh?
This is not acting for
It's the tie. The tie, I'm from that.
That is good stuff.
It's not bad, okay.
Not bad.
What's
Not
the,
bad, yeah.
Eddie, Eddie, do you know the order off by heart?
Not really. I switch it up. I switch it up here and there. Yeah. Sometimes I get the order wrong, and sometimes I get it right. I think I got it right.
Cut.
So we're done, man. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll fix all that stuff
it's
up
all
in
good,
post,
man.
and
It's all good,
we're
man.
good, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Proper
Cheers.
12.
Oh, proper 12.
All right. Cheers, man. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Big shout out to Mark.
We love you, Mark.